One of the most overlooked aspects of the history of the Second World War is the interest that Nazi spies and scientists had in South America, and especially in the Amazon. Prior to World War II, German scientists and spies were sent all around the world looking for ancient artifacts and treasure to bring back to Berlin, which supported the Nazis' Aryan race theory. This search sent them across the world, from Central Europe, Greece, Scandinavia, Tibet and the Himalayas, the Middle East, and even Asia. But most people don't realize that the Nazis were also in South America, poking around in the Amazon, and even had secret missions planned to study Tiwanaku and other sites across the Andes. In an official sense, the Nazis were in South America on an ethnographic and ecological research mission. But the real reasons behind their interest in South America, and especially the Amazon, are much deeper, darker, and more mysterious than that. But we have to start with the Ahnenerbe. The Ahnenerbe organization was created by the Nazi Party in 1935, Ahnenerbe being the German word meaning ancestral heritage. The founder of the organization was Heinrich Himmler and was composed of world-renowned German scientists from a variety of different specialties and backgrounds who were devoted to Hitler's cause of studying the natural and ancient world through a lens that promoted the superior Aryan race theory. Hitler's idea was that the Germans descended from a great Aryan race who were actually responsible for the majority of major innovations which brought about civilization, including agriculture, art, and writing. But outside of Germany, of course, most of the world's scholars opposed this idea. The eventual goal of Hitler's Aryan superiority theory was to establish a new understanding of world history, one that established the German people as the central model of man. The city at the center of this new world civilization would be the world's capital, Germania, a revolutionized and transformed city of Berlin, which would be the center of knowledge and education around the world, housing all of the world's most priceless artifacts and the hub of new and advanced technology. This would be the center of Germany's empire, but first, Germany needed to build the empire. Now, the goal of building an empire is to acquire foreign natural resources to fuel the center of the nation, in this case being Germania. Germany began with conquering Poland and putting the rich Polish coal mines and steel production facilities to work, supplying Germany's ever-growing military and industrial needs. Germany also solved its food shortage crisis by harnessing Poland's plentiful grain and potato farms as well as its livestock. They used Norway and France's iron ore for steel production. They used the region of Ukraine for oil to fuel the German army, as well as their fertile grain fields to feed the German people. They extrapolated oil from Romania and Czechoslovakia, and even metals from Greece. Germany then began the invasion of oil-rich northern Africa, but the Nazis' real ambitions went so much farther and much deeper than just conquering the territories and natural resources around Greater Europe and the Mediterranean. Himmler was fascinated by the idea of semi-mythological artifacts that he thought could support the Aryan race theory. He was interested in the location of the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail. And yes, I know what you're thinking. These things weren't just made up for the movies. These things actually happened. The Ahnenerbe organization launched several expeditions around the world looking for old world cultural artifacts, but their first expedition was actually down into the Amazon 5 years before the Second World War began.